So feel free to pause the video if you haven't read through the word problem yet. Basically, we're given a function that tells us how high Rick can toss his wallet up to his girlfriend. The question is, will his girlfriend have 0, 1, or 2 chances to catch the wallet? Because if you've studied quadratics before, when a, the leading coefficient, is negative, the quadratic makes this type of path on a graph. So we really want to know, is this high enough? Is he gonna reach the maximum height? Because maybe 25 feet is right here on the quadratic equation. So the wallet right here would start passing the girlfriend, would go up a little bit too high, and she'd have another chance to catch it right here. So in order to do that, we've got to find out what the maximum height is of this throw. And that's called the vertex. Where the quadratic changes directions, that's called it's called the vertex, and that represents the maximum point for this graph. So let's go ahead and try to find that vertex. And there's a formula to find out the x-coordinate of a vertex. X equals negative b over 2a. Where again, a is the first coefficient, b is the second, c is the third. So in this case, our b is 35, so I'm going to plug negative 35 divided by 2 times a. In this case, a is negative 16. So when you do that, you get negative 35 over negative 32. So as a decimal, 1.09375. That's the x-coordinate for the vertex. That doesn't represent the maximum height. What you've got to do is plug in 1.09375 in for t, and then solve for the height. And so, yeah, just plugged in the x location of the vertex into the function. And so now when you plug that through a calculator, we get this, which simplifies to be 24.14. So to answer their question, will his girlfriend have 0, 1, or 2 chances? Well, if it's 35 feet above the ground, we found out this throw only gets us to 24.14 feet. So our answer is they'll have 0 chances. So part B, if she doesn't catch the wallet, when will it hit the ground? The wallet hits the ground when the height is 0. So we're going to plug in 0 into this equation for h, and then we'll solve for t. So that's what it looks like when you plug in 0 in for h, and now you've got something to solve. This is a quadratic, so you can't go wrong by using the quadratic formula. Negative b plus or minus the square root of. And if you haven't seen this before, plenty of videos exist for how to use the quadratic formula, but it's a quick and nifty way of always getting to the solution no matter what the quadratic has for coefficients. So that's what everything looks like when you plug it in the quadratic formula. And then again, this should be a topic covered in another video if you're not sure how to simplify this. So I'll jump ahead and tell you what x equals. We get a negative number, so forget that. We don't care about being negative time. And we also get a positive 2.322. So 2.322 seconds is when this wallet's going to hit the ground, because that's what happens when we plugged in 0 in for h. We plugged in 0 right here, and we solved the equation for t, and it told us, okay, it's at 0 feet off the ground after 2.322 seconds.